Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today, in honor of Easter, I'm going to do a really quick tutorial with our Chameleon pens. Chameleon pens, chameleon markers, you can call them either one. I call them both. Sometimes I change. I think it just depends on the mood I'm in. I'm not sure. At any rate, what we're going to do is show you how to do some grass on some paper. It's really super easy. So all we're going to do is we're going to take our YG3 pen and we're going to take off the cap, and I'm going to use the bullet nib. I'll show you that one versus the brush nib. Now the reason why I'm showing you with the bullet nib is, truthfully, the brush nib is easier to make the grass, but I want to show you that you can do it with both. Okay? So we're going to do the bullet nib, and what we're doing is we're taking the blending solution chamber right here. We're going to place it right on top, and we're just going to let that sit for probably 5 to 10 seconds. And what it does is basically it gives you a lighter color to start with, and then it will bring in the darker color as you use up all the mixing or the blending solution. Okay? I think we're ready. We're just going to pop that right off, and you can see here where it's really light at the end and it gets darker, and that's kind of how it's going to work. So what's important doing this is that you're going to kind of just flick. Okay, you're not going to really draw, you're just going to kind of bloop, 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 and just flick your wrist so that you're able to make this look, okay? So you're going to start here and just flick. Okay, and that's the little flick look, okay? So I'm just going to go back and forth a little bit because grass isn't always the same color, okay? And you can see as we keep going, it gets a little bit lighter with the light color and darker, I'm sorry, what I meant to say was less of the light color shows and more of the dark color shows. So it really gives you a great highlight. Okay? And all that is just little flicks. And you can fill it into the top if you want to add a little bit of dimension, like I'm doing here. Okay, now if I was to do this for my own creation, I probably wouldn't have continued to do it as much, but at least you get the point of how it works, and it really works well. Let me show you a close-up. Okay, now I'm going to show you with the brush nib. I think that for myself, this actually works better because I think you have more control over how the nib is working versus the brush nib can kind of go a little bit left to right because it's such a fine brush. But I'm going to show you both so you know. We're going to hold this again about 10 seconds or so. But I do like the way this looks. I like the way how it shows like a lighter color on top and how it kind of blends through. And it shows like the different color of grass. As you know, grass is never the same color per se. There's always a little bit of lighter or darker shading, lighting, etc., etc. So, okay, I think we're ready, and I think I did plenty of the blending solution, so this should be fun. So I'm going to move this one aside, and then I'll show you this. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it light because we don't want to ruin our brush nib, because if you push too hard, you could really damage it and you'll need to replace your nib. The other thing I wanted to let you know too is if you're working with these markers, if you're doing what I'm doing and you're using a lot of the same coloring at the same time over and over, it will go through. So you want to make sure you have a protective area that you're working on. If you're just lightly coloring and you're not going over it once or twice or 3 times to recolor the same area, you're fine. But if you are going to be doing it like I did, it will bleed through, so you want to make sure you protect your work surface, okay? So we're just going to lightly do the same thing. And as you can see, where the marker seems to hit, it usually gives the darkest coloring. And you can see how neat it looks when it kind of fades out with the flicking. Okay, and I'm just basically doing this. Okay, I'll show it on the side a little bit. I'm just basically going, here, let me get this better. Okay, so you can see it more of a close-up. And then we're just going to go in and put a little bit more dark in there. And again, if this was my personal grass, I wouldn't have done so much in a concentrated area. I would probably just do something like this, because you don't have that much grass maybe in an area. Or, you know, like there may be a few little pieces over here and maybe a few little pieces over there. You know, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed our tutorial today. It was a short tutorial because of the holiday. We hope you're having a fantastic day and are enjoying family, friends, loved ones. We hope that you have enjoyed the blog hop. That was so awesome this past week. It was wonderful. We were honored to be taking part in it. And we also wanted to let you know to be sure to check out our blog and check out if you're one of the prize winners, as well as the Coffee Lovers blog, because you want to make sure, excuse me, if you are a winner that you get some of the prizes from there too. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you liked the tutorial today, and I hope that you continue to use your Chameleon markers. We do sell them, and we have a great price going on. It is free shipping, and it's $84.95, and they are normally $99, so we have them at a discounted price. We hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a great day. Bye-bye.